everybody, hope you're doing really well. Today I'm in the heart of London in Charing Cross, in an old bit of an old stomping ground for me actually. About like a few years ago now, I was quite a regular visitor to this side of London. Anyway, enough about that story. I could tell you so many interesting stories about this area in my life. It's quite unusual, sort of like when I've been around here and reminiscing, going, oh god, yeah, that happened there and that happened there. And yeah, anyway, today we're visiting a very special place, and I've got very exclusive permission to visit this before it's even open. So I'm really fortunate. We're talking about Gordon's Wine Bar behind us. It's got a really cool underground secret. So enjoy your history lesson, and I'll see you on the other side. Come on. Located just outside of Charing Cross Station lies a truly unique piece of history, as this is no ordinary wine bar. In fact, it lays claim to being London's oldest wine bar. So in today's video we focus on its underground secret that's hidden in plain sight, that of an underground vaulted cellar. So to put this all in context, we have to go back even further in time before it was actually established as a wine bar. The year was 1394 when the building was occupied by an Arthur Staff Gordon, who was a freevinter, permitted to sell wine anywhere he liked by Edward III. So then fast forward in time, this would lead on to the name Gordon's Wine Bar, which became established in 1890. Even more impressive was that the house was once home to Samuel Pepys in the 1680s. Then, during the same time that the wine bar was being established, again in the 1890s, Rudyard Kipling was scribbling The Light That Failed in the room above, giving it the name Kipling House. Okay, so as to history, this is ticking a lot of boxes, but let's talk about what is known as the cave, or to others the caverns. Well, they have their own history, and as you probably guessed, they aren't really caves but part of the vaulted cellar, built from the natural bedrock. It has an atmosphere all to itself. We know that the vaults would have existed from around the 17th century, being part of the foundations of what was known at the time as York House. During its long and wonderful history, the bar would see many a celebrity walk through, and really when here it gives you the impression of if the walls could talk, what would they say? Well, what I can say is that this is easily a place you should visit when in London, just to feel the vibe of the place. So let's go inside and check for ourselves. Right everybody, welcome into the vaulted cellar, or the caves as they were sort of affectionately known, and as you can see, it's carved into the natural bedrock above us, and it's very dark in here, and it contains a certain atmosphere as you sort of walk along it. You can see private seating, etc. Look at that. These tiny little vaults that are here, and it's meant to be dark on purpose because the idea is obviously you candle light everything here. But look at that, nice little vaulted chamber there. And then you can see it's quite low down, so you've got to sort of tuck in and everything, but very cool. And then that is the cave, but also look at this. Some really old handprints, look like children's ones. And then if you can hear that rumbling, that's Charing Cross Station. Well, actually it might be embankment, underground. But look at this. And there's a little private bit there. So like I said, it is basically, for all intents and purposes, just a vaulted room, but it's so cool. I like the fact that I have to have my torch on as well. You can see the bar itself. Some really old paintings, Daily Mirror there. And this is the cave that they talk about. Cut into the natural bedrock. See the bricks. It's absolutely brilliant. So cool in here. Look at the beautiful construction though. Absolutely incredible. It's always busy in here as well, so if you do come here, make sure you sort of have enough notice. Book in advance. As I'm recording this now at the moment, it is Christmas time. Look at that. How cool. Love those handprints on the floor as well. Does have a certain atmosphere down here. You've got that's really interesting. The fact that obviously all these famous people from many generations. You imagine these famous. So Laurence Olivier, for example, used to frequent here as well. But it's that rumbling that you can hear from the trains as they go underneath. It's not the largest vaulted room you're ever going to see, but it's just very special in its own design. Absolutely amazing. So lucky to have had privilege to record it today. So cool. I just like the fact that I genuinely have to duck down for it. There we go. Very cool. Good little look. I think it's time to head out. Come on. Okay everybody, so basically this is York House, what we're looking at now, which is where the wine bar is. It's just there. Originally, where I'm standing, I would have got my feet wet because the Thames would have been literally up until pretty much the point of where you can see the building just before that. In fact, there's a sign that's down there which gives you the level of where the water would have come up to. So it's strange to sort of, when you look at this now, and sort of see how much of London constantly is changing, and the fact that actually, to be honest with you, these gardens are pretty nice in their own right, really, as London sort of like little gardens go. It's even quite busy today, actually, believe it or not. It's why I've had sort of trouble trying to film like when there's a little bit of quietness here. But yeah, really nice area of London. Like I said, I've got a lot of memories around here, and it's quite nice that I had special access today just to sort of briefly go in and film. So I just wanted to say thank you to the staff at Gordon's Wine Bar, and obviously the fact that I got to film in such a unique place before it was open to the public, so that was pretty cool. It meant I had to get up early, but come on, like, you've got to sacrifice a few things, haven't you? Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. If you're ever in the area, in Charing Cross area, you've got to come down here and you've got to sit in those vaults. They are definitely their own atmosphere. Like I said, they're just this sort of really weird place where you genuinely have to duck, as you could sort of see. So I'm sorry, like I said, the quality might not have been amazing in there, but the idea is for you to come down here and check this place out for yourself. I was just very spoiled and very lucky today that I did get the opportunity just to chill out in there for a bit just before it was open. So I think it's actually going to be open any second now for everybody. Anyway, look, in the immortal words of Phoenix history, thank you so much for coming along with me. I really hope you enjoyed that brief little video with its brief history. I could have spoken so much about the history of this area, but sometimes we've just got to sort of contain it a little bit, haven't we? Anyway, take care. Love to all of you out there, because history matters, and it just does, really. Ready? Kapow.